Hello and welcome to an new video, and today we are going to be talking about the 7 human souls and determination. And without further ado, we have to talk about Asgore. Because when it comes to Asgore and the 7 human souls, there appears to be a lot, and I mean a goddamn lot, of misinformation. So here's my opinion on the matter. Out of the 7 human souls, Asgore, at most, only killed 1. And that is the Yellow Soul, also known as the Justice Soul, also known as Clover from Undertale Yellow. Now, why is that? Well, that is because we can actually find the personal items of every human soul within the game of Undertale. And frankly, for all of them, it just makes more sense that Asgore didn't kill them. I mean, for example, the ballerina just bled out in a bush. I highly doubt that Asgore was involved in that death. But the reason that all matters is because that means that they were unable to actually load a save. Because if they were able to load a save, the ballerina wouldn't have just bled out in a goddamn bush. And Clover, which is what I'm gonna call Yellow because Yellow is a pretty big one here, wouldn't have run out of shots in the goddamn core. Clover has presumably more than 6 bullets, and if not, that's unlucky for him. But if we are assuming worst case scenario that a Clover came in with 6 bullets, then still means that Clover alone was able to shoot at least 6 monsters. And with how weak the monsters in the ruins are, he probably didn't need to. So running out of bullets in the core means that he killed at least 6 monsters. But the reason I say that Asgore could have potentially killed Clover is because, well, frankly, his items could have just landed in the goddamn core after being pulled out of his boss arena. The reason I'm not saying the exact same thing for the other characters is because it makes way more sense that they just died next to them. For Clover, it still makes the most sense that he died in the core, but, you know. Anyways, with how pathetic some of these runs were, they definitely didn't have the chance to reset everything. And if they did, they must have sucked ass. The usual explanation on how all of these people are not coming back is that Asgore himself beat them so hard that they actually just gave up. And the only reason that Frisk is able to do anything about him is because he has lost the will to fight at this point. But as we've just established, that doesn't make any sense because they died way before reaching Asgore. Well, most of them. Clover maybe. And a lot of people like to bring a specific line of dialogue into question here, because Asgore actually has a reaction upon dying to him. If you die to Asgore, you can actually tell him that you've actually already died to him, at which point he will not, sadly. That means he is very aware of resets, so maybe he knows resets from other people telling him that they have died to him already. Maybe that is how it works. No, it isn't. The reason I believe that is actually because of a line of dialogue in Sans's fight. We talk about the funny. Because one of Sans's dialogues is that our reports showed. Now, what is he talking about here? He's talking about the anomaly. You, or more specifically, Frisk. He's specifically here talking about you, and I guess Flowey. Canonically, only Flowey and Frisk have used the save and loading abilities that they get. We know about Flowey from Flowey, and we know about Frisk from playing as Frisk. And because of the giant load dumps we gain at the end of the game, we actually know why reloads happen. It is because the person in the underground with the most determination is able to save and load. Meaning that we can just say that literally none of the other people here had determination. Or at least the amount required to actually save and load games. Why do I believe that it is a threshold that you have to surpass? The real reason is because Chara is unable to do it. However, I went on a little side tangent with Undyne the Undying, which is absolutely stupid. So ignore Undyne the Undying when she shows up on the board. Now, back to you being called an anomaly. Frisk is an anomaly the same way Flowey is an anomaly, being able to start and stop timelines. But in the way that Sans speaks is pretty clear that this is a new thing. Also, if I wasn't clear yet as to why Asgore would know about resets, he says our reports. He's part of the science team. They would just tell the king, because he's the king. Asgore knows of all of the science that is going on in his kingdom, except the true lab, which he doesn't know about. I mean, why would they make reports on it if no one was reading them? He just read the reports. So now, to summarize, Asgore didn't kill nothing. The only one he even had the potential to kill is the one with an empty gun. And I feel like at that point, probably deserved it. I mean, a gun's only empty for one reason. And Asgore not being the one who kills all those humans must mean that they didn't have any access to the reload function, which canonically have only been confirmed to be 2 people. And also, these 7 human souls are not children. I see a lot of people say that Asgore is a motherfucker because he killed 7 kids. Motherfucker, he didn't. May have killed 1 person, and that was the person with a gun. I don't think a child has a gun. Additionally, Toriel refers to the others as humans when she refers to you as child, meaning that there's potential that these are not children. The only one I actually buy being a child is the ballerina, by the way, because, you know, being afraid and then bleeding out in a bush is... Yeah, it was probably a child. Just because we have 2 confirmed children who fell in the underground doesn't mean everyone else is a goddamn child. So yes, Asgore's orders killed 7 humans. But he probably only killed 1. So finally, I can say with certainty that literally no one, And I mean no one besides Flowey, who got literal determination injected into their veins, and Frisk were able to reload, because no one else had enough determination to actually do it. Frisk is an anomaly, and that anomaly, of course, being having way too much determination. Flowey is a science experiment gone wrong, which is why Flowey has all that determination, and Asgore knows about it because the scientists told him. That's it. Sometimes it's a lot easier than you think. And just so you know, I don't think Clover died to Asgore. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm pretty sure Clover just got killed in the core. But besides that, my fit is goddamn hip. Goddamn! Cue the clown.